Hello, my friends. Let's learn together. Take notes. I want to tell you about a very specific kind of fragility. It's the fragility of a powerful person, someone with, let's say, an army, a propaganda machine, maybe a loyal Congress, control of the courts, who absolutely cannot handle a woman with a sign. I know, you'd think the army would be enough, but no, the sign is the threat. The sign must be stopped. So this is Hallmark number 4 in the 11 hallmarks, the warning signs of authoritarianism that form the spine of my forthcoming book, How to Save Democracy, the Anti-Authoritarian Playbook. And unlike some of the hallmarks that hide behind bureaucratic language or legal complexity, this one's almost embarrassingly transparent. Authoritarians, I'll just be frank, authoritarians hate being told they're wrong. And they will use the full machinery of the state to make sure that you stop saying that they are wrong. It rarely starts with boots and uniforms. It starts with paperwork. A protester gets fined for an unauthorized assembly. A journalist faces a defamation lawsuit, not because that suit's going to win, but because legal fees are expensive and exhausting. A professor gets audited. A nonprofit loses its registration. The message is never really written down anywhere official, but everyone hears it. This is what happens when you speak out against dear leader. Belarus, after the 2020 election, which almost no serious observer believed Lukashenko had won, hundreds of thousands took to the streets. But the response, mass arrests, torture and detention, and a law that eventually made it illegal to even applaud in public. Applause criminalized. In Erdogan's Turkey, more journalists have been imprisoned than almost anywhere else on earth, many under broad anti-terrorism statutes, and I'm talking broad, that seem to define terrorism as writing something uncomfortable. In Nicaragua, Daniel Ortega, once revolutionary, now a cautionary tale, has jailed bishops, expelled nuns, and shuttered universities. Nuns, people. Here's what all of this reveals, and I want you to remember this. A government that can only survive by silencing its critics is not governing. It is hiding. Confidence doesn't arrest comedians. Security doesn't sue cartoonists. Legitimacy doesn't need to. So when you see a leader who cannot tolerate a dissenting voice, a critical voice, who turns every critic into a criminal and every protest into a threat, you are not looking at strength. You're looking at fear, wearing a uniform. And I'll be back.